Hey, can I ask you a direct question? Have you ever felt like after 60, it's like people just stop noticing you? Suddenly, everything seems more difficult. Your energy is no longer the same. Your money doesn't make any money. Your pain starts to appear. And you get the feeling that life is kind of at a standstill. It's like the world has pressed the button. Break for you, right? But let me tell you a quick story. This is Mrs. Lucia. She is 66 years old. She has always been an active, determined woman. She took care of her family. She worked hard. But after retiring, she began to feel forgotten. The bills were piling up. Her body was complaining, and she thought, is this it? Now we just have to wait for life to pass us by? Until one day, in a simple conversation, she heard something that changed everything. It was as if someone had turned on a light, and from there, she did something different. No, it wasn't a miracle, but it was the beginning of a real transformation. And that's exactly what I want to show you here. If you are a man or woman over 60, this video may be the one for you. Turning point in your life. You will understand why so many things seem to be stuck right now, and mainly what you can do with what you have today to change this. It's not too late. You can still take control of your health, your mind, your money, and your respect. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm going to tell you could be the first step towards turning this switch. Let's go together? 1. Turmeric. The spice that gives you a little boost of energy. You know that little yellow spice called turmeric? Many people use it in their food without even realizing the power it has. Imagine that turmeric is like a natural superhero, only in powder form. It helps blood circulate better throughout the body. And that is super important, especially for men over 60. When the blood circulates well, we feel more energetic, more excited, even in the most intimate things, if you know what I mean. And the best part? It's natural. It comes from the earth. You don't need medicine for it. A very wise lady used to say, turmeric is the warmth of youth hidden in a golden powder. And look, she wasn't wrong. If you add a little bit of turmeric to your food every day, such as soup, rice, or chicken, you will already be doing your body a lot of good, without realizing it. 2. The strong heart. The secret to living. Longer and better. Imagine that your heart is like a car engine. If the engine is working well, the car runs smoothly, without stalling. But if the engine starts to fail, the car stops, right? It's the same with our body. At 60 or older, it's normal for your heart to need more attention. But do you know what few people tell you? That you can make this big engine stronger with small actions in your daily life. I remember Mr. Joaquim, a 72-year-old man who was always tired and feeling down. One day his doctor said, Mr. Joaquim, take care of your heart like you. Take care of your garden, every day, a little bit. He started walking 15 minutes a day, eating less salt, drinking more water, and look, in a few weeks he was more cheerful, sleeping better, and even started dancing with Donna Maria on Sunday. Afternoons again! Taking care of your heart doesn't have to be complicated. Just treat it with the same care you give to something you want to last a long time. Because at the end of the day, those who have a strong heart have a longer and happier life. 3. Taking care of your mind. How to keep your head clear and avoid forgetfulness. You know when you walk into a room and forget what you were going to grab? Or when you're trying to remember someone's name and your head feels like it's all tangled up in a ball of wires? Well, over time these things become more common. But there's a way. Think of your brain as a garden. If you plant good seeds, water it regularly, and take care of the soil, it will flourish. But if you leave it alone, weeds will grow, right? Donna Nosa, 68 years old, began to notice that she forgot where she kept her keys. One day her grandson said, "Grandma, your brain is like my little game. If you don't play it every day, it will rust." She laughed but took it seriously. She started doing crosswords, reading simple books, learning new things. She even took an online embroidery course. The result? Today she even remembers the name of her neighbor's cat. Keeping your mind active is all about learning, talking, laughing, and challenging yourself a little. Your mind will thank you, and life will be a lot more fun. 4. Food and longevity. What to eat to live longer and better. Look, the food you put on your plate can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It's not just about getting fat or losing weight. It's about how your body will function. From now on, if you eat a lot of fried, sugary, and processed foods, your body becomes slow, tired, and full of problems, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol. Now, if you put more fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts on your plate, and drink plenty of water, your body starts to function like a well-maintained machine. It doesn't have to be radical. Small changes can help a lot. Swap soda for lemon water. Instead of a stuffed cookie, eat a banana with oatmeal. Reduce salt and use more natural seasonings, such as garlic, onion, oregano. Eating well is not about eating less. It's about eating better, and this makes your body last longer with more energy, more disposition, and less medication. 5. Mental health. How stress and anxiety affect your physical health. Imogene. Your mind is like the steering wheel of a car. If it's shaking or out of control, the whole car starts to veer off course. That's what stress and anxiety do to your body. When you worry all the time, your brain sends danger signals to your body. This makes your heart beat faster, your breathing becomes shallow, your muscles tense. And if this happens every day, your body starts to get sick. This is why many people live with back pain, headaches, insomnia, and even stomach problems, all of which can come from a tired mind. What helps to improve? Talk to someone you trust. Don't keep everything to yourself. Take breaks during the day, even if it's just 5 minutes in. Silence. Sleep well and respect your rest time. Do physical exercise. It helps a lot to relieve tension. Taking deep breaths when you're anxious. It sounds silly, but it works. Taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. A peaceful mind helps your body function better, and you live a lighter life. 6. Meditation and relaxation. How to calm your mind and improve your well-being. You know when your head feels like a television, with the volume turned up to full, filled with thoughts all at once? Meditation is like taking the remote control and turning down the volume. Meditation is not something for Zen or mystical people. Just stop for a few minutes, close your eyes and pay attention to your breathing. This alone helps your brain take a break from the chaos. Why does this work? Meditation helps reduce stress, improves focus and concentration. It gives that good feeling of tranquility in the middle of the rush. It even helps you sleep better. And the best part, you don't need anything complicated. You can start like this. Sit in a quiet place. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. If your mind starts thinking about 1,000 things, that's okay. Just go back to paying attention to your breathing. If you do this for 5 minutes a day, you will already feel the difference. It's like taking a bath inside. It clears out the mental clutter and leaves you feeling lighter. 7. Creating meaningful connections. How to connect with others and have healthier relationships. Have you ever noticed how life becomes easier when we have someone to talk to, laugh with, or even just be with? Having good connections with people does a lot of good for our minds and hearts. But here's a secret. It's not about having a lot of friends. It's about having good friends. People who listen to you, respect you, and root for you. And, of course, you do the same for them. How to create more genuine connections. Really listen. When someone is talking, pay attention with body and soul. Don't touch your cell phone. Be kind. A simple good morning or a sincere compliment can open doors to a good friendship. Be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be someone else to please someone. The strongest connections come from authenticity. Be present. Sometimes just being there is enough. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to be there. Connection isn't just talk. It's care, empathy, presence. Life is much more beautiful when we live with the others, not only close from them, so that's it. If you've made it this far, first, congratulations. Seriously, few people have the courage to look at their own lives and say, it's time for a change. And look, everything we talk about today may seem simple, but it makes a difference. Giant, because time is passing for everyone, and the signs of old age, they don't knock on the door. They invade if we don't pay attention. But the good news is, you still have control. You can take care of your body, your mind, your routine. And most importantly, you can choose live well, with more energy, health, and joy. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start, one step at a time. Now pay attention. If this video made sense to you, share with a friend who also needs to hear this. It is clear. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because in the next videos, I'll show you how to turn small habits into big changes. Your new phase begins now. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. See you next time.